December 12th, 2012. It's the Big Dumb Gunner Show. With your host, Gunner11.
Welcome back to the show. I'm Gunner11. How you been? That's right, Gunner11. It means I'm 11 years old. Can you believe that? No, seriously, we have a great show for you. So let's just get right to it. First up, this week 343 released the first of 3 planned downloadable map packs for Halo 4. Gamers who previously purchased the Wargames Map Pass, or the limited version of the game, were unable to access their new content when the game was reported to have been released. You know what? I guess when reached for comment, all Halo fans everywhere said, "What the work?" For Until Dawn, the live-action miniseries by Microsoft, hit the shelves this week just in time for Christmas, leading some consumer experts to question whether consumers would actually be interested in paying for something they previously viewed for free. The music industry decided to weigh on this and said hells to the yes. Also this week, Halo 4 received its first major title update. The update fixed several issues related to gameplay, and a full list of those fixes can be found at 343's website at halowaypoint.com. Now, I think I can explain what these patches were basically, and it goes something like this. There once was a game called Halo. You could fight in space, and sand, or the snow. You could teabag your friends, pull host and get wins, and now you can't super grenade throw. Oh, come on. The mostly unclothed gamer Naked Eli has a tutorial for avoiding the Join in Progress feature for Halo 4. You can watch his video over at his YouTube channel, Naked Halo. Now, I'm not a fan of joining a match midway and then quickly finding out that your newly adopted team is down by 20 points. But you know what else sucks? You know, when you get those 2 randoms on your team that are having a slumber party, and all of a sudden they decide it's time to have some cookies and ice cream, and they abandon your game? Yeah, that's the part I don't miss about Halo 3. You know what? And I'm glad players aren't banned from dropping games anymore, because, you know what? If that KD worshipping asshole wants to quit the game because he can't get his precious sniper rifle, you know, I would rather take my chances and roll the dice and hope that the matchmaking system throws somebody in via the Join in Progress feature, and I just hope that they know their right trigger from their left. That's just me. Machinima held its awards show on Saturday night, ensuring that Halo 4 would win at least a few more awards. This time, the 343 crew took home the Game of the Year award. If you remember from Friday night at Spike's Video Game Awards, they were the Xbox 360 Game of the Year, while The Walking Dead took Best Honors. You know what? You know, I think it's great that Halo 4 and the 343 team is winning all of these awards, but, you know, I would just hope that the bosses, you know, would spend a little more time around the office, especially this past week, you know, because they step out for a couple of hours and we see what happens, right? Can't get the map packs to people on time. They'd already paid for them. And now for a new segment on the Big Dumb Gunner Show. We're actually hoping to get an interview with the makers of Halo 4 to get their reaction to these awards. Reneg, are you there, buddy?
Hey, Gunner. Thanks for allowing me this assignment. This is good. This is exciting stuff. Exclusive interview with the 343 studio guys.
Now, are you sure you know what you're doing?
No, I'm gonna get the interview.
What's that on your face?
Yeah. You like my mustache? It's pretty sweet.
It's actually
right?
amazing what a hat and a fake stash can do.
Definitely another person.
Are you touching your face because you glued that to your face?
It may or may not be glued to my face.
You're an idiot.
Yeah.
Well, okay, have you spoken to Frank and Kiki?
No, they wouldn't answer our phone calls or emails. So
oh my God, you're in one of their homes. Did you sneak into their basement?
yeah, I followed one of them home from work and waited till night and I snuck in through
You're
a
an
window.
idiot. You're gonna get arrested.
But hey, this is journalism, right? We're gonna get the interview. I mean, they're gonna be shocked and amazed whenever I see them, right?
You're gonna be charged with breaking and entering.
No.
Do you know what that is?
No idea.
It's bad.
No idea. Okay.
Well, just in case you get lucky and actually get the interview, do you know what you're gonna ask?
What?
Make sure to ask about the awards.
Okay.
Best game of the year, Halo 4.
All right.
Thanks, Ren. I actually hope you don't get arrested, and if you do not know who I am. And we are definitely not the same person. Make a note that we are never ever again hiring anybody off of Craigslist. Ever again. Continuing on. Some of the original hosts for the webcast The Halo Council are stepping down and stepping away. It's rumored that two of the hosts have become frustrated with the direction that Halo has taken in the past, or more recently actually, and also the fan community. Now, you can get a bit more insight by logging on to their website at halocouncil.com and reading Gandhi's blog. But look, I have no idea why they quit, and I'm sure they have their reasons. But I would like to say that even though I personally disagreed with nearly every word and utterance that ever spilled from Gandhi's mouth, that I disagreed, but I was a fan of the show. I actually like listening to him. It's kind of like why you watch the news, just to yell at the TV. It's a strange relationship. And that takes us to a new segment that we like to call Gunner Says. I might be crazy for saying this, but the competitive Halo community has a right to be frustrated with what's happened to the game. Now, before my friends at Ready Up Live start warming up their jump cut machines, I'll make my case. I don't like the attitude perpetuated by most competitive community forums, clans, or gamers that I meet online. I'm not in a competition with you. I'm playing a video game with friends. But just because I don't like their attitude doesn't mean I can't try and understand their cause. It seems that not a day goes by that a new forum thread, a Twitter feed, or even an article by a respected gaming website will mention the ongoing feud between casual and competitive gamers. So here's what I want to do. Let's break it down and solve this once and for all. First up, name calling. No one in either camp is casual. A casual anything isn't dedicated to a game, and these casuals are what some would call casual Halo, are more like fanboys. And if you call them fanboys, you might as well call them hardcore, because they're the ones that find all the Easter eggs, clock the fastest campaign runs, and search for glitches and other secrets in the game well after anyone else even cares. And then there's the competitive gamer. What makes you so freaking special that you get to decide who's playing competitively and who's just there to run around the map and die? Everyone's competitive. Each game has a winner and a loser, and the losers don't get any cool shit. Competitive could easily be changed to tactical, because you play the game with strategy, you learn the routes, the weapons, and know where to find cover when things get hairy, you rely on teamwork and communication, and you're like a freaking virtual Sun Tzu on the map, anticipating your enemy movements and exploiting the weaknesses. Yeah, I'd say that's tactical. And now that we have some new names, hardcore and tactical, let's move on to the good stuff. Halo's changed since Combat Evolved, folks. It's been gradual, but it's happened. When Halo launched with the original Xbox, it helped define the first-person shooter on consoles, because the PC already had an FPS. In fact, before Halo, no one believed you could even have a successful shooter on a console. PCs were always home to the shooter. In fact, Bungie was making games for the Mac back then, while games like Doom, Quake, Unreal were all popular at the time. For PCs, a shooter was all about aiming and quick reaction with the mouse. No one even thought you could translate that to a controller. And Bungie shocked everyone when they decided not to. See, Bungie did what innovators always do. They look ahead to what's almost impossible, and they do that. So they made a game where your health recharged, your weapons cool down, you could find cover and jump and duck and strafe. They made aiming less important and allowed players to use teamwork and strategy in its place. And it was the greatest thing ever, so I'm told. So why isn't it like that anymore? Well, for the hardcore Halo players, the ability to drive vehicles, interact with the environment, weapons, grenades, and melees, well, they haven't changed very much. In fact, nearly every game has changed to be more like Halo. It's the strategy and tactical gameplay that's gone. That's what's gone out of style. Other games have actually discovered a way to gain popularity, and we know that Activision's an evil genius publisher with mind-addicting ability games, but that's not all of it. The studios were able to put that quick kill, fast reaction back into shooters, and by this time you have a whole new generation of kids growing up with Modern Warfare. They can't imagine a world before Halo and Xbox. Just like TAC gaming was new on a console for gamers in 2002, the fast-paced quick kills and weapon orgy of the Modern Warfare was like video game crack to these kids. So Bungie began making changes to their original recipe, and my guess, they tried to walk on both sides of the fence with Reach, and it was a grotesque amalgamation of bizarre strategies and dollar store unlockables. So the tactical / competitive / players screamed about Bloom and Armor Lock, and you know what? They were right. It brought combat in the game to a halt. But are we seeing the same things in Halo 4? I don't know. I'm not experienced enough to say. But I can say this. The game has some issues even the hardcore / fanboy / casual should be upset about. IA enemies disappearing into walls, multiplayer glitches, and hiding spots that make Where's Waldo look like C-Spot Run. Sure, they're patching it, but it still calls for concern. Here's why it's important to all of us Halo gamers. If either the replay value of the Spartan Ops and campaign diminish, or the tactical use of the teamwork and communication are voided in matchmaking, then Halo will stop being Halo, and we're all fanboys that don't want that to happen. So let's come together and keep Master Chief alive. And now let's take a look at some gameplay from this past week. Halo 4 with the Spartan Force.
No! Go that way! Go that way! Oh my god, the way you smell. Charge! You wanna go that way! Oh my god! Oh. Oh my god. Triple kill. Oh, bring it up! Hey, you might want to look behind you. The thing? Oh, that's not cool. I would have told you. Wow. Peter has no idea where he's at. Watch your butthole. Clench your teeth together. Protect it. Watch your butthole. Clench your cheeks, man. Clench them. Look at me behind you! Oh! I didn't know where I was. I lost my way.
Alright, that does it for this show. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. This is the Big Dumb Gunner Show. I'm Gunner11, and I am out.
Yeah, thanks, Gunner. Thanks, Gunner. Woo!